Hey, Jeff here with Digital Trends to give you a kind of a quick look at the new Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 LTE for Verizon. As you'll notice, it's called the 7.7, and like all Samsung tablets, that is corresponding to the screen size. So this is just slightly larger than a lot of the 7-inch tablets that you may have seen, like the, I'll bring it out here, the Kindle Fire. So it's just, as you can see, slightly larger than that, and it's still about half the size of an iPad. I'll unlock it for you there. You can get a comparison of the screens. One of the big selling features of this new tablet is that it's one of the first with a Super AMOLED screen. So it's kind of not noticeable here that iPad is one of the best screens because obviously it has the new Retina display. So it's greater than 1080p, but this has a 1280 by 800 screen, so pretty good. It's the size of a full-size Android tablet packed into a 7.7-inch screen. So a lot of the 10.1-inch screens have this, so it has the effect of looking very good, and the blacks are very very deep with AMOLED. So it's a very nice screen, very bright. Can't really complain too much about that, even with the iPad out. But it does have all the upsides and downsides to Android. So visually it looks just fine. Maybe not as good. It doesn't take advantage of space. Everything's very small on Android compared to iOS and the iPad. And again, this is a tiny tablet too, so everything is naturally going to be smaller. So if you don't like the interface of Android stuff, this isn't going to be any different. Samsung does put their own TouchWiz interface on, and as you can see, it looks a lot nicer than some of the tablets. And they even have a little button here so you can take a screenshot. And they have software that will let you edit your screenshot and all that jazz. So that's fun. One of the problems with Android is a lot of the apps, most of the apps, just still have not been updated for the tablet operating system. So Google doesn't really differentiate between an app that's a tablet app or just an Android phone app. You can download them both on the Android market. It's actually called the Google Play Store now. So you can download them both. There's no real difference, but the difference when you're using an app that's built for tablets, which would be something like this, and an app that's built for a phone, there's a huge difference. Even the Facebook app still doesn't sort of load there. As you can see, it's built for a phone screen. This would look great on a phone. It's not great. Let me show you the iPad Facebook app, if I can find it here. So the iPad's still a little faster. Samsung screen, when you're switching through screens, is sometimes a little bit laggy. Nothing bad. It's only bad when you compare it to an iPad, which is unfortunately what you have to do. So see, Apple's does a lot of stuff here. Somebody likes my link, it'll pop up on the side there. Orients itself well to that. Oop. And there's just it's just built a lot better. Even this isn't the best app. This hasn't been updated for the new screen of the iPad, but it's still light years ahead of most of the stuff on Android. And Apple differentiates. It has 200,000 iPad-specific apps. So these are apps that are built for the iPad. So that's a pretty good view overall. I'll give you a quick view at the hardware here. It's infrared port, volume. This is actually kind of the top. Power. The camera button is exactly the same position as in the iPad. Got your audio jack. Camera is a 3.2 megapixel in the front, 3.2 megapixel in the back, 2 megapixel in the front. The front's better than the iPad. The back is not a very good camera, like most tablets. It's got a proprietary Samsung port. 2 speakers, not bad for the size. We got our micro SD and a SIM slot. SIM is for the LTE. And that's kind of a metal back. and that's pretty much it. It's built just as thin and lightweight. It's only like 12 ounces, less than a pound, about 2/3 of a pound actually, or 3/4 of a pound, if I can do my math right. But overall, it's built just as well, if not a little better than a lot of the Samsung tablets. It has a thinner bezel here, if that's the correct word for that, than the 7. So it's about the same size as the 7, just a slightly larger screen inside. So that is the new Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 LTE. And yes, the internet is very fast.